Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sammy's Worst of the Month, where I, Sammy, will let you know what movie to avoid no matter the circumstances. First, I'd like to list every single movie I've gone to see in theaters in the past month, and while I'm listing these off, I want you to try and guess which film is going to be awarded Worst of the Month and get it down in the comments before I reveal the answer. Okay, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, Oppenheimer, Barbie, Disney's Haunted Mansion, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, Talk to Me, and The Last Voyage of the Demeter. I'll give you a few moments to make your selection. Now, without further ado, the Wadham Award for July to August 2023 goes to, you guessed it, The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Alright, time for a little backstory. On August 10th, before I went to see this film, I was having a bit of a hard time trying to decide what video idea I wanted to pursue next. You see, I intend to release a video every week on this channel, but they're all so time-consuming and require so much focus that each decision is very important to me. However, when the clock struck 8:10 p.m. on that night, there was no decision to be made. Like a sign from the heavens above, I witnessed one of the worst films of the year and in turn was inspired to create this new series, Sammy's Worst of the Month. But how did the film inspire me so? It surely wasn't that terrible. No, it surely was. I just saw a news article where the headline read, Stephen King, Guillermo del Toro praised Last Voyage of the Demeter, gorgeous and throat-ripping good time, and my jaw met the floor at 100 miles per hour. I intend on keeping this video short, sour, and to the point, but I must let myself become distracted to retort this statement. There is little to nothing gorgeous about The Last Voyage of the Demeter. The film is almost entirely in the dark, and when it's not, the special effects used to convince you that the Demeter is truly en route to England are less than convincing. Aside from post-production, the lack of beauty remains bountiful, namely in the Dracula department. It's never my intention to bash people in this industry. Honestly, I am so consistently impressed by the work done in sound, costumes, props, writers' rooms, post-production, all of it. It is so hard and impressive. The talent and work really does show in this movie. It just isn't executed in a way that was catered to me personally. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't completely frustrated with the portrayal of Dracula in this film. My friends and I were trying hard, pretty desperately actually, not to laugh out loud at the inconsistency revolving around this character. One minute, he has no wings. The next, he does, and he flies really well. No explanation. One minute, he looks like this. The next, he looks like this. No explanation. These explanations are required. There's a difference between playing to the smartest person in the room and wrongfully assuming everyone is familiar with your adaptation source material. At one point in the film, Dracula's like muttering and screeching as if he can't say anything, and then at the end he speaks perfect English? What? And then he, in what feels like spoof comedy, honestly, pulls up to England and begins rocking a top hat and a cane like he's
fricking
Mr. Peanut. And then there's this girl who's like connected to him, as if she's Harry the Horcrux and he's Lord Voldemort himself, and this is not explained pretty much at all. And why are they transporting Dracula? Right? So basically the movie starts with this guy and he's got a crate and he's like, oh, I'll pay good money for you to get this crate to England. And they're like, okay. And the captain's like, hey, it's my last voyage, which is classic movie cringe, but whatever. And it's like, why would the captain want his last voyage to have any risk to it? Wouldn't he just want it to go smoothly? Why is he taking super sketchy cargo on a month-long journey? And why is the guy paying to have Dracula get shipped across the pond? Is he like buddies with Dracula and Dracula was really in the mood for some British blood? I've seen the diet over there. He really shouldn't be. But seriously, what? Why can't Dracula just chill in Romania and drink the blood of people there? I feel like there's more than enough. Also, if Dracula does have these wings out of nowhere, why can't he just fly to England? And I know what you're thinking. No, Sammy, I think you're misunderstanding. I think Dracula was being sent to London against his will. And if you're thinking that, you're wrong, because Dracula opens this crate that he's being shipped in with absolute ease. And then, canonically, he goes back to it every night to sleep. So yeah, he could have just roamed Romania freely and gotten his suck on. There's a million logical issues with this movie, which is ironic because it kind of offensively claims to be a true story loosely based on the RMS Carpathia, which is like a ship that sunk and whatever. And while we're talking story, it was almost impossible to stay invested in it without being completely distracted by the score of this film, which filled almost every second and had me convinced that it was YouTube to MP3 royalty-free sea shanty tunes. Apparently, this movie was stuck in development hell for over 2 decades, and it shows. The movie feels completely outdated and unoriginal. Stay home, kid, or go see Barbenheimer. See you next time.